put in jail and feeling kind of like a victim with the Hierophant, which is the card of Taurus. So Page of Wands, Nine of Pentacles, and the Hierophant. So she's trying to kind of like defy what people think of her, the perception, because she's like, the public thinks this of me, let me show them. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, No Lie Tarot, where I talk about hot topics, mostly Bravo celebrities, and kind of what we can learn from them. Please make sure you subscribe. I'm trying to grow this community. It's been so much fun, and please make sure you share my videos if you feel like it will help somebody out, because that's the whole point of this channel, so that we can help each other grow together. You know, I use public examples so that we can learn from people who are in the public eye. But what I find about reality TV is that there's a storyline that we can relate to, or somebody that we know can relate to. So if you or somebody else that you know can relate to this, please share it to them. Okay, so great to have you all. Today I'm going to talk about Teresa Giudice, and I want to talk about her past, her present, and her future. So Teresa Giudice, if you don't know her, I'm not sure you should watch this video, but it is a Real Housewife of New Jersey. Housewife. I haven't watched Real Housewife of New Jersey for a very, very long time. Actually, I think the last time I watched it was when I watched it 2 years ago. I always forget that, because I go through gaps, so I'm like, I don't watch it, I watch it. But I feel like Real Housewives of Beverly Hills I've watched the most common, because I live in California and I've always loved California, so I've watched that one the most, and Atlanta, but not really recently Atlanta, because I think it's very boring. But with that being said, we're going to talk about Teresa Giudice, her past, her present, her future. I've heard some rumblings, and I actually was on Dana Wilkie's podcast from Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. She was so awesome. It was so much fun. She asked me a question. I don't know if it was released what she asked me about Teresa, but what was revealed at that time revealed to me, because I didn't really know too much about her relationship, but he, in my opinion, is not the best person to be with. That is my opinion. This tarot is all intuitive, it's not fact-based, so please don't treat it as such. Okay, so I'm looking at her past, and I get, when I lead, first card I guess, when I lead from a place of love, people respect me. And I have a strong sense that in the past, her and Joe, her ex-husband, were very, very close together. Queen of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, and Five of Wands. He kind of had to jump over other men to get with her, because she was like the eye of the town. Many men wanted her, not just him, and he ended up winning her over because he had a vision. And that's the thing about Taurus. Taurus are generally attracted to people who are doing well for themselves, not necessarily financially, but they can take care of themselves, they have a goal in life, they have ambition, and that's why she was drawn to him. I don't know what sun sign Joe is, but I strongly feel like he's an earth sign too. Might be, I get Virgo vibes from him. With Queen of Wands, they were going to create something together, and I don't really want to get too much into the legal aspect of it. We all know she went to jail for about three months it was, I can't remember exactly, but we know they both went to jail. Joe went for longer than her because he was assumed, allegedly, that he was predicted as being the person that did the most out of it all, and then she was kind of just signing paperwork. But even signing the paperwork was a problem in the view of the prosecution. With the prosecution. So that's after they end up in jail. They got divorced and so forth, so we know that story. But I have a strong feeling that the love of her life was Joe. It gives me like Bonnie and Clyde energy, you know, ride or die, always together. And she has that very she has that energy with people that she's with, people that she dates, people that she marries. It's like we're all in. Taurus are very much like that. Taurus are all in kind of people. So with her present. My greatest experience of freedom comes when I let go what others think of me. So she's kind of trying to defy how she's caught in between two worlds. She's trying to defy the stigma of being put in jail and feeling kind of like a victim with the Hierophant, which is the card of Taurus. So Page of Wands, Nine of Pentacles, and the Hierophant. So she's trying to kind of like defy what people think of her, the perception, because she's like, the public thinks this of me, let me show them. So that's probably why she lost weight, that's probably why she got together. You know, a lot of Taurus, they'll do things just to kind of get like, oh, you think that about me? Okay, I'll show you. I'm not like that at all. And it helps her. However, in relationships, she ends up staying with people, in my opinion, longer than it should be, because it's kind of like us against them. And she's adopted this mentality with this guy, Luis. She's kind of like, oh, you think he's a bad guy? I'll show you. He's actually a good guy. So no matter what, even if she discovers bad things about him, quote unquote bad things about him, I believe from what is revealed to me here that she will still stay with him because she feels kind of like an alliance to him, based on her rebellious nature to do the opposite of what people expect her to do. So with her future, it says taking care of myself is a radical act of love, and I feel like she's actually going to end the relationship. It's going to go a little crazy. Again, in 2 years, 2023. Oh no, I just got 2022. So I think there's going to be lots of on and off with them, because I get King of Cups, Temperance, and Justice. So it's going to be lots of on and off. I don't know if they're doing business together. I would not recommend that they do business together. I know that they've thought of doing business together. From what I can see here, they shouldn't do business together, because it's not going to end well. It's going to end up in fights, years and years of fights in the court, and she's going to be very stressed out. It's going to stop her from dating. And if you see a lot of public figures, it takes them forever to get divorced. You know, that's why it's taken me so long to get married, because it's not that long, I'm still young, but I have been engaged twice, and I have not wanted to marry them, because I could see that even though they asked me, and at the time I said yes because I thought it, things started to be revealed to me that I was like, for me, marriage is forever, and not everybody has to view it like that, but that's for me, because I don't want to get divorced, and I want to spend 5 years fighting with somebody when I can just cut it down to a few months. Do you know what I mean? Like calling something off. So with the Moon Child and 10 of Swords, there's going to be a new beginning for them. He's going to make it hard, a new beginning for her and her kids. That's what I meant by them. He's going to make it hard for her to move on with her life. With King of Swords and 3 of Cups, he's going to really like try to get her back, kind of try to seduce her with money, Page of Pentacles, because Teresa loves money, in my opinion, from what I can see. She loves money, and it's kind of like her kryptonite, because men can be like, that's how Joe won her over. Also having ambition, but the fact that he had money, or she thought he had money. So let's see, Page of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. It's going to be hard for her to get away from him. He's going to stalk her, he's going to try to harass her, make it difficult. So if any of you know her, please, or know somebody in a situation like this, please tell them not to do any kind of business interactions with their partner, because it's a very tumultuous relationship. It's like up and down, I love you today, I hate you tomorrow, break some plates. throw some tables around, that kind of thing. And I think she's kind of addicted to that energy of passion. And I think it's a very Italian thing to do, because a lot of Taurus I know aren't necessarily like that, but her Venus might be different to Taurus, her other placements too. But I strongly feel like I've dated a few Italian men, and they're very passionate, very, like, sometimes in an unhealthy way. They can kind of think that fighting is a sign of good, when I really don't think it is. Obviously couples fight, but you don't need to throw a table to get your point across. So with King of Wands and Queen of Pentacles, they want to make something together. They're gonna do like a film. I see film he wants to get into. He has a lot of money. But he's just a very interesting kind of person. Not somebody that I would date, but I don't have four girls. But if I did, even so, I mean, I think she's thinking more on the financial aspect and forgetting that they have feelings, they have emotions. You know, they don't want to see their children being raised. They might not want to see their parents, pardon me, while they're being raised, go through a situation like this, because kids take on a lot of resentment. They take on the baggage of what their parents are going through. And if she's going through situations like this, I can only imagine how her daughters feel. So I send them lots of love, and I wish them well. I hope that they stay healthy. I know they're very beautiful girls. They are really so beautiful and so lively. So I really wish them, and both of them too, Teresa and this new guy Luis and Joe, well. So hope you enjoyed that. Please make sure you subscribe, and write a comment. Let me know what you think about Teresa. Do you think she's in a healthy relationship? Do you think not so? What do you think she can learn from the situation? And if you were Teresa, would you stay in this relationship? I love you all. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.